presentation of the National Football League. One pride. It's time. Please welcome Dan Campbell and your defending NFC North champion, Detroit Lions.
On the Cowboys sideline, head coach Brian Schottenheimer. His guys, losers of 2 straight, hoping to get back on track here. Across the field on the Lions sideline, Dan Campbell. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
At the 22-yard line.
The numbers for Spears on the ground a week ago. 12 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
They'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? So who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
Nice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. Goff now looking to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Gain of 7 brings up 3rd and 3.
Goff now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Lions first down.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the first down.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and the Cowboys have recovered. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
George Pickens, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27.
NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Looking to throw. Prescott. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright. And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. The Lions offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. We get a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns by a running back, and he sets the pace here in the latter stages of the season. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
But ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
You look at this Cowboy defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number 1, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They can probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
And he's going to have the Lions first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
That's another Detroit Lions.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there when they picked up the first down. It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
with the handoff. Now gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out.
What, on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball, what's going on? Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here to play in the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's going to just spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
2nd and 10. And here's a give to Spears. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now he'll take this and run. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So on 4th down, Prescott off and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right down the middle. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position, put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Lions offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one was taking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. David.
34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Goff. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Still going inside the 20. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Lions have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And Jahmyr Gibbs finished it all off with a touchdown grab. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott getting ready to go once more. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now Spears to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Lamb's first catch of the game, good for a first down.
And the Cowboys, first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Cowboys at 7-5 now of the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so try to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Now Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Hand off to Spears. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
First catch so far by Pickens. It's good for a first down.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Cowboys.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a second and 2.
At the 22-yard line.
Prescott. And it's caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
It's a gain of
First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up for first and goal.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Williams is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
1 yard on the play. It's now third and goal.
Prescott on third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jonathan Mingo, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have regained the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys. Possession as they've got it as we resume action.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Lions first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Gone. Throw over the middle and finds Williams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Goff. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
That's another Detroit Lions first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. They get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Got his man, it's Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll run with Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Lions have taken the lead. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Now the try here for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. So that was a 13-play drive in total. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Jet sweep. Here's Pickens with it. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all other guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now Prescott completes this one to Pickens. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Prescott from the gun on third. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not. Touchdown, Detroit! Jahmyr Gibbs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and it's 21-10. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. To throw is Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The end result, 21 yards.
They're just going to run a drive route here with their tight end. Let him get upfield about 10 yards and then move toward the middle of the field. This ball's right on target, and it results in a 1st down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Prescott now. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. He's got this to Pickens. And it's going to be another 1st down as they get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Prescott faking it on the end around and looking to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 21-17.
17.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
If they're going to get a 1st down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
Quick toss by Goff is complete. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Goff now to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. This now a 3rd and 4. To throw is gone. Open man, that's Patrick. And he's going to have a Lions first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burko?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then it curls back inside for the completion.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 121 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Detroit Lions, first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Another run for Gibbs here.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the Cowboys' 18-yard
They'll try the air now with Goff. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here's Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down.
A 4-yard gain.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal.
This a 31-yard attempt.
Bates' kick is good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Brings up second and 2.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Here's Prescott. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
You think about the great receivers in the game, what do they have in common? The ability to create separation in their routes. Whether it's a head fake, a sharp cut, selling a different route, the subtle bump, it's a tough skill to teach. And this is well done here to get open and pick up the first down.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that'll bring them back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's. game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. And I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told him, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Here's Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 3rd down and 1.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Goff.
Going underneath, Gibbs has it.
And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Goff now looking to throw.
This pass down the field for Gibbs.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs,
his 21st touchdown of the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Cowboys 20.
5 plays there on that drive.
And Jahmyr Gibbs finished it all off with a touchdown grab.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, the next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And some room to maneuver. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
A gain of 30. First down, Dallas.
Prescott to throw it.
That's going to be caught by Pickens.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 1.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll run with Spears.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Cowboys first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Prescott.
Finds Pickens out right.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.
A gain of 6
They go down
yards.
as a gain of 6.
4th down.
And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
When he decided to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now Prescott on 4th down. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Now they'll fake it here on the end around and instead look to throw.
This is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Spears. Oh, he's going absolutely nuts. He is hit behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Second and goal. At the 5-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys.
George Pickens
From 4 yards out.
and the Cowboys are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he's not going to get it as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Jared Goff and the rest of the Lions offense set to go to work once more.
And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now gone.
A short pass here taken in by Laporta.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge, Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
37-yard line.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And only a couple there as they take this up to the 47. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On the keeper, here's Gordon. And he's going to have the Lions first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 49.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
This could be a start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Hand off down to Gibbs.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Goal. And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Cowboys offense and C.D. Lamb ready to take over once more. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this 3rd quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Throwing, Prescott.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
To throw is Prescott. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
Jahmyr Gibbs and the Lions offense getting set once again.
He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just don't have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
That's good. For the Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Detroit Lions, first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Now behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the Cowboys' 40-yard line.
Back to throw. Goff. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
That's another Detroit Lions first down.
Off the option, here's Montgomery. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up second and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On the give, here's Gibbs. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he is going to have a Lions first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Super one.
Now Goff. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
At the 22-yard line.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Goff. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here is 3rd and 5.
Value three.
Goff now to throw.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up.
Bates' kick is good.
And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Nice little juke.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Prescott down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage here, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Prescott.
Oh, first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
And the return will stop right around the 25. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think you got caught in between and created a foul.
Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
McNeil on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Now Prescott. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion.
Aleem McNeil
In there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
24-yard gain on the play.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him. An incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Right back to Spears. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On the toss, it's Spears. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He's got this to Pickens. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's another Cowboys 1st down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 19. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Yeah, here we go.
Back to throw again.
Another one to C.D. Lamb. He's got it.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cody Joseph. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift, that takeaway. Even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. You can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out 1st downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
A toss out right to Gibbs.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
In motion goes the tight end. Here's Goff.
A short pass here taken in by Laporta.
It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Up. 180.
To throw is Goff.
A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's going to have a Lions 1st down as he's able to get 80 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Gibbs has it.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Look off to St. Brown for the Detroit 1st down.
That's another Detroit Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. Goff going to keep it himself. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
No gain. Quarterback sneak. No gain. Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
180.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes his job. A few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
16 yards.
So after the fourth down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Goff. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Goff now to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Bates' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So Dak and the Cowboys down by 11, 47 seconds remaining. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. To throw, Prescott. He's got him in, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
It's a gain of 40. That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this is caught at the end. And finally down he goes as as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Here we go, 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Dallas.
Here's Dak.
And it's caught.
Prescott's pass, complete to Jake Ferguson.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Detroit, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days before they face the Rams next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.